Hi guys, welcome back to Spoonful. My name is Lauren and welcome to another week of discussing why we eat from farm to table and how you can too. One of the main reasons how we're able to eat farm to table is that we had to learn how to eat with just raw ingredients. What does that mean? That means eating ingredients that are not pre-made and pre-cooked. So easy ingredients will be fruits and vegetables. Having fruits and vegetables that are not cooked, easy peasy. But the trick with those is not having them pre-sliced, pre-chopped, and pre-packaged. It is much cheaper for you guys to pick your own fruit from the from the apple tree, for example, and store them in large containers and eat on them. Buying pre-packaged apples where it's already neatly packed with 5 apples in a bag oftentimes is more expensive, which is weird because you would think that they've done the math for you, but they've done the math in their favor, not necessarily in the favor of your wallet. I've seen 5, 6 apples in the large bin that you could pick out yourself, way less than the 5 or 6 apples that they have in the plastic bag for you to just pick up and tote away. So fruits and vegetables are an easy one. Do the work yourself. Pick it from the bin, or better yet, go find your local farmer and pick it directly from them. For the rest of this video, I want to show you different ways that cooking with raw ingredients has made life so much better and cheaper for us. And that is why we do farm to table. Now, noodles, pasta, I am not making my own. Matter of fact, I got a pasta machine as a gift like 14 years ago and I held on it for like 2-3 years. I could not for the life of me figure out how to make gluten-free pasta. I tried every recipe, I just couldn't get it thinned and flattened, and so I gave it to a friend who loved to make pasta. However, now that we have gone through a transformation, a whole journey of going for gluten-free for 15 years and then eating organic, very low gluten wheat flour for the past almost year and a half. I wish I had that pasta maker back, but unfortunately I can't get it back. I could buy another one, and that could be on a to-do list maybe later in the year, definitely not in the beginning of 2026. So come along with me for a whole week of meals that I can show you that we're eating farm to table. The protein sources come directly from a local farmer or from a pickup order from Azure. And then the fruits and vegetables that we are using and sauces that we're using, I either canned myself. And I think I just might actually have a canning session at the end of this week. We'll see how it goes. Come along. Good morning. Nothing says breakfast or the smell of a new day than freshly baked bread. And it's cooled down, so yeah, let's bring you in closer. I am slicing homemade bread that we pretty much ate through in like 3 days. But it is such a tasty, warm feeling in your heart knowing that this bread was made with some love and it was easy. Time did all the work and the oven finished off the rest of the work. When you're eating farm to table, you have to use the raw ingredients to give you exactly what you're looking for. You're often controlling the amount of ingredients. This is chocolate chip cookie dough. And the ingredient that I get to control is the sugar. Store-bought sugars are extremely sweet and have additives to make it extra sweet that we technically don't need in our diet. This type of sugar, the type of chocolate chips are completely controlled by us when we take the time to make it ourselves. I am making some pumpkins and cinnamon spice pancakes right now, and I'm controlling all of the elements in this mix. This is not a pre-made mix. I make this myself. I combine all the ingredients I need to make the pancakes. And yes, it takes work. Only a few seconds to measure things out. Doesn't take long at all. However, you are now responsible of making everything from scratch with all the raw ingredients. Pre-made pancake mix typically asks for you to add just water or milk. That means all of the leavening agents and the egg is already added into the ingredients. You can make it healthier, tastier by simply doing it all yourself, and that is the most important part. One of my favorite meals that we make here is like a pesto pasta. We do it with chicken, we've done it with shrimp and beef. I am controlling all the ingredients by not having a store-bought pesto. We're having fresh basil from the garden that I preserve and added right into it. Today I'm going to be adding some peach barbecue sauce to these chicken thighs and pack up a good lunch for everybody. Working with the farm fresh foods also mean making your own sauces, making your own bread, and even cooking your proteins in a manner that you like them to be made. It is not the easy feat, but with practice, everything will come so much quicker. In this case, I'm just roasting the chicken and with the sauce poured right on top. I made the dinner rolls. I kept them attached so I can make mini sliders. Now that you see the different meals that you can make with raw ingredients, another way to look at it is what is it that your family eats quite often and how can you get it from the source? For example, these are red beans that I am canning up. I brought raw red beans from Azure back in the fall time. We soaked them and ate them throughout the winter and pantry challenge. But now that we're heading to the springtime, I'm doing a total count of what's in my pantry and what needs to be stocked up and grown throughout the next 6, 7, maybe 8 months. So one of those items are beans. I have learned to grow black eyed peas last winter, and I'm itching to figure out how to grow my own red beans. Red, black beans are like the only two beans that we buy in this family. I do not like pinto beans. I do not really care for green split peas, but these two I can add to many dishes. So what I'm doing now is giving some washed beans a soaking in apple cider vinegar in the jars. I will fill them up with water and get them in a pressure canner. These are about 7 jars that will fill my pantry. This will allow for us to have quick meals in the springtime as we are winding down our homeschool year and getting into the garden. Sometimes a meal is simply as some grilled protein, can of beans that I could turn into a salad and some veggies straight from the garden. It may sound very fairy tale-ish, but with hard work right now, I'm able to get that done. So look around in your pantry and see what can you buy directly from the farmer and oftentimes putting in that hard work yourself. Eating farm to table means you are a manufacturer of your own food, the final products. Things that you normally just pop a can or open a box out for, you are now doing that yourself. And there is a bit of gratification knowing that you have done the best you can for your family and nobody else is controlling all the ingredients that possibly make you sick, possibly make you unhealthy, and possibly just nasty. Farm to table often means large quantities. And if you come on back here next week, we're going to talk about what happens when you are ordering or getting food for the farmer and it's larger than what you can handle. Find a friend and come on back and we'll chat then. Have a good week, guys. Bye bye.